Party of glorious history, Awami League's 20th National Council begins tomorrow. Enthusiasm among councillors and other partymen as all preparations complete for holding council. Jashud President and Information Minister stresses shunning militants and creating legal structure for their trial. Construction of Bangabandhu, first satellite of Bangladesh halfway through, launching on 16 December next year, informs State Minister for Telecommunication. IS attack in Iraq's Kirkuk claims at least 19 lives. And Bangladesh 72 runs behind England at stumps on second day of Chittagong test. Assalamu alaikum. You're watching News at 10 on BTV and BTV World. I'm Nuzhat Sharmeen.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sangita Ahmed. Those were the headlines, and now on to the rest of the news. Bangladesh Awami League, the country's oldest political party, is set to stage its 20th National Council in a festive mood from tomorrow. Awami League President and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will inaugurate the two-day council at 10 a.m. at the historic venue of Sarwardi Uddan, the site of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's landmark 7th March address and surrender of Pakistani troops in 1971. The council venue wore a festive look with crowds of onlookers and organizers to witness the preparations, while in the evening it was illuminated gorgeously and decorated with banners and festoons. Bangladesh is speeding fast in super development highway. Now is the time to hold our head high is the theme of the 20th Council of the party, which saw 8 presidents since its founding in 1949, with Sheikh Hasina being its longest-serving chief. The opening session of the council is expected to witness the presence of a number of dignitaries from home and abroad, while the list of invitees also included President Abdul Hamid. Organizers said invitation letters were sent to high-profile Bangladeshi dignitaries like former President and main opposition Jatiyo Party Chief H.M. Eshad, opposition leader Roshan Eshad, BNP chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia, and Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir. They said leaders of other political parties like Rashid Khan Menon and Hassanul Haqqinu, envoys of foreign countries and civil society figures were also invited at the opening of the council. The main council session will be held on October 23 at the Institution of Engineers, drawing over 6,500 councillors from across the country, a day after its opening at the Sarwardi Uddan. Bangladesh and Awami League are invariable and inseparable parts of Bengali nation. The history of Awami League means the story of struggle and glory of the Bengalis. It's the torchbearer of the glorious history and heritage of all democratic movements of this soil. The country achieved independence under the leadership of this oldest and biggest political party. On June 23, 1949, from a meeting of the supporters of Hussein Shahid Sarwardi at the Rose Garden of K.M. Dash Lane, Old Dhaka, a new political party named Awami Muslim League was formed. Coming out of Muslim League, progressive leaders and workers formed Awami Muslim League. It was the first opposition party in the then East Bengal. Maulana Abdul Hamid Khan Bhashani became the president, Shamsul Haq of Tangail secretary, while Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was made joint secretary. In a process of secularization, the word Muslim was later dropped from the name of the party. The father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, came to the leadership of Awami League amid 1966 council, and the architect of the independent Bangladesh and father of the nation. Awami League is not only the country's oldest and biggest political party, it is also the pioneer of democratic and non-communal spirit of this soil. From the very beginning, Awami League has been leading the socio-political trend of the country amid different struggles and movements during the past 67 years. From the beginning, the party's leader, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, father of the nation, began to build Bangladesh as a non-communal country. In line with her father's ideology, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is heading the country towards massive development. As per the electoral pledge, Awami League government has been working relentlessly to build a poverty and hunger-free, advanced and ICT-based prosperous Bangladesh and thus turn the country into a middle-income one by 2021. The 14-party spokesman and Health Minister Mohammad Naseem visited the Sarwardi Uddan venue of the two-day 20th National Council of the Bangladesh Awami League to see for himself the latest position of the venue. State Minister for Post and Telecommunication Tarana Halim, Awami Shebok League General Secretary Pankaj Debnath MP and members of the Council Preparation Committee were present. After the visit, the Awami League leaders expressed satisfaction over the preparedness for the National Council. Earlier, Awami League Presidium members and Road Transport and Bridges Minister, while on a visit to Sarwardi Uddan, told newsmen that steps have been taken to make the Council successful. Convener of the Stage Decoration Subcommittee, Abul Hasnat Abdullah, Liberation War Affairs Minister AKM Mozammel Haq, Awami League Joint General Secretary Jahangir Kobir Nanok, Organizing Secretary Bahauddin Naseem, Shebok League President Mullah Muhammad Abu Kausar, Jubo League General Secretary Harun Rashid and Dhaka South City Awami League General Secretary Shah Alam Murad were present. Ubaidul Qadir urged Shebok's and Discipline Subcommittee members to perform duties diligently to make the Council a success.
All preparations for 20th National Council of Bangladesh Awami League have already been completed. Dhaka city wore a new look ahead of the council. The roads of the capital have been decorated with colorful banners, gates, lights and giant screens. The banners and festoons depict the successes of the Awami League government. Besides the capital Dhaka, major cities and towns were illuminated, while digital display boards which were installed highlighting the Awami League-led government's achievements at various parts of the city, while decorative gates were erected at major important areas of the city. Law enforcement agencies said they have enforced a stringent security vigil in the capital, coinciding with the council, while Awami League sources said some 2,000 trained party volunteers were mobilized to ensure discipline and security in and around the council venue. Around 10,000 police will be on duty to bring the historic Sarwardi Uddan under a security blanket from tomorrow. Inspector General of Police AKM Shahidul Haq came up with the remarks after inspecting security arrangements of Sarwardi Uddan in the city today, hours ahead of the Awami League's 20th Council. The IGP said the plainclothes policemen, the elite force RAB, and other law enforcement and intelligence agencies will be vigilant in and outside the Sarwardi Uddan alongside uniformed police to avert any unpleasant incidents during the council. Senior police officials, including DMP Commissioner Mohammad Asaduzzaman Mia, were present. The 20th Council of Bangladesh Awami League will witness the presence of a number of foreign dignitaries. Organizers said over 50 guests from 12 countries is expected to join the council. Maximum foreign delegates have already reached Dhaka. Awami League Joint General Secretary Dr. Dipumoni and International Affairs Secretary Farooq Khan, along with other leaders, received the foreign guests at the Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport. The foreign delegates expressed their opinion about the upcoming Awami League Council.
Political and a public event like the conference of the party Awami League.
We have a high regard for this party, and we believe that under the guidance of the present political party, Bangladesh will be increasingly marching towards economic development also.
We want to continue and develop with relationship in all kinds of fields, economical, social, cultural.
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and visiting Vice Minister of International Department of CPC Central Committee, Zheng Xiaosong, put emphasis on the implementation of the agreements signed during the recent visit of the Chinese President Xi Jinping in Bangladesh. Both the leaders agreed on the matter while Special Envoy of the Chinese President Zheng Xiaosong with his delegation paid a courtesy call on the Prime Minister at her official residence, Ganobhavan, today. The Prime Minister's press secretary, Ihsanul Karim, briefed the reporters after the call-on. The Chinese delegation is now in Dhaka to attend the two-day 20th National Council of the Awami League beginning on Saturday. The Chinese President's special envoy laid importance on strengthening party-to-party relations. Zheng Xiaosong highly praised the dynamic and visionary leadership of the Prime Minister, saying Bangladesh is witnessing massive economic and socio-development and is moving in a faster pace towards progress. He particularly mentioned that over 7% GDP, which Bangladesh achieved in the last fiscal, is just remarkable. At the meeting, Zheng Xiaosong handed over a letter to the Chinese President, to the Awami League President Sheikh Hasina, as well as invited her ICT Affairs Advisor, Shojib Wajid Joy, to visit China. The Prime Minister said the recent visit of the Chinese President to Bangladesh opened up a new door of cooperation, and the relation is now going to go further ahead. About the recently signed agreements, she said her government wants to implement these in a faster pace. Putting emphasis on maintaining party-to-party relations, Sheikh Hasina hoped that more high-level visits would take place in the days to come. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina reiterated her firm stance not to allow any terrorist group to use the soil of Bangladesh for striking in another neighboring country. She expressed her stance while Indian Congress Party leader Ghulam Nabi Azad, along with his delegation, who are in Dhaka to attend the 20th National Council of Awami League, paid a courtesy call on her at her official residence in Ganobhavan. The Prime Minister also put importance on the combating of the source of arms and finance to the terrorist groups. Ghulam Nabi Azad, the leader of opposition in Indian Rajya Sabha, appreciated the Prime Minister for successfully containing terrorism. He also lauded the socio-economic development of the country under the leadership of the Prime Minister and said Bangladesh is the fastest growing economy. Nabi handed over a letter of Congress Chief Sonia Gandhi to the Prime Minister regarding the celebrations of the birth centenary of Indira Gandhi. Briefly elaborating the bonding of the two neighboring countries, the Congress leader said that both Bangladesh and India share common history. The Prime Minister recalled help and assistance of the Indian government and its people during the liberation war of the country in 1971. Sheikh Hilaluddin MP and Qazi Nabil Ahmed were present, among others, during the call-on. Speaker of the Jatiya Sangshad and CPA chairperson Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary has said that democracy should be consolidated further for the durable peace in the era of global competitions. She called upon leaders of the South Asian countries to make concerted efforts for establishing peace, progress, security and equal rights in society. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary made the call while speaking as chief guest at a seminar on the 20th South Asian Peace Initiative organized by University Peace Federation, Bangladesh, held at a hotel in Dhaka today. Among others, Regional President of UPF Asia, Dr. Chung Sik Yong, Education Director of the organization, Dr. Robert S. Kittle, ex-Cabinet Minister of Nepal and Member of Parliament E.K. Nath Thakal, and Secretary General of UPF Bangladesh, Professor Dr. Qazi Nurul Islam were present at the conference. Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary said the durable peace can only be established in the society through exercising moral values and humanity, and to achieve the goal, members of the Parliament would be involved in this gigantic task, she added. Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal has said that the law enforcing agencies are relentlessly working for identifying the finances to the militancy and cybercrime in the country. He was addressing a seminar of Digital Fair of Cyber Security at Boshuntara City International Convention Center in Dhaka today. State Minister for Information and Telecommunications, Junaid Ahmed Polok, presided over the function, which was attended among others by Executive Director of Bangladesh Computer Council, S.M. Ashraful Islam, and high officials concerned. The Home Minister expressed his firm confidence that there would be no occurrence of any act of terrorism in the ensuing 20th Council, would be attended by thousands of leaders and workers of Awami League from far-flung areas of the country. Junaid Ahmed Polok in his speech said Digital Fair plays an important role to highlight the country's ICT sector alongside strengthening relationship among the local and international entrepreneurs.
Now, international news. Islamic State IS militants have mounted a ferocious counterattack in North Iraq, killing at least 19 people in and around the city of Kirkuk. Officials say they attacked government buildings, killing at least 6 police officers, and a power station under construction where 13 employees died. 12 IS fighters also reportedly died, and fighting seems to be continuing. Government and Kurdish forces began a long-awaited operation against the IS capital in Iraq, Mosul, on Monday. Government forces said today that they had regained control of a further 2 villages, Al-Awaizad and Nanaha, south of Mosul, evacuating 65 displaced families and killing 15 IS militants. The US has said it will seek clarity on the Philippine president's announcement of a separation from the US. Rodrigo Duterte made the comments in China yesterday at an economic forum, saying the separation applied to military and economic cooperation. US State Department spokesman John Kirby said the remarks were at odds with the close relationship shared by the countries. This is not the first mention of a separation from the US by Mr. Duterte, but on Monday, the Philippines Secretary of Trade and Ministry, Ramon Lopez, told the BBC the Philippines would not be stopping trade and investments with the US. He said, "We are still maintaining relationship with the West, but we are reducing or doing away with too much dependence." Jatiyo Samajtantrik Dol, Jashod President and Information Minister Hasanul Haq Inu laid emphasis on building a legal framework to try militant and companion of militants. The minister said this while speaking at a national committee meeting of Jashod in Dhaka today. With Jashod President Hasanul Haq Inu in the chair, among others, President of Jashod Executive Committee Advocate Rabiul Alam, Vice President Mir Hossain Akhtar and Afroza Haq Rina, Standing Committee member Dr. Anwar Hussain spoke on the occasion. Information Minister Hasanul Haq Inu said militants and Khalida are equal and both are threat for democracy. That's why Information Minister urged all to leave Khalida to curb militancy. Cultural Affairs Minister Asaduzzaman Noor has laid emphasis on flourishing creativity of the children. He was inaugurating a Shishu Kishore Cultural Festival at Dhaka Reporters Unity in the capital today. Secretary of the organization Jamaluddin and cultural personalities were present on the occasion. Asaduzzaman Noor also laid importance on children's normal growth rather escaping from load of books. State Minister for Power and Energy Nasrul Hamid has said that the demand for electricity is rising fast for the socio-economic development of people, poverty alleviation and creation of dynamic economic zones. He made the remarks at a workshop titled Power and Energy in South Asia, Connectivity Through Cooperation at a hotel in the capital today. The workshop was also addressed by Prime Minister's Economic Advisor Dr. Mashur Rahman, Dean of Asian Development Bank Institute Nioke Yoshino, and others. Government, NGO and research organization officials attended the workshop. State Minister for Post and Telecommunications Tarana Halim has revealed that 50% works of Bangladesh's first satellite, Bangabandhu 1, has been completed. Tarana Halim disclosed this while briefing newsmen about the satellite and optical fiber network of BTCL at BTCL Gulshan 1 Exchange Office in the capital today. The State Minister said nearly 40% physical construction of the ground station has been completed, while remaining work is expected to end soon. She said Bangabandhu satellite will be launched on the Victory Day, 16 December 2017. The satellite will start its commercial operations by April 2018, she added.
State Minister for Foreign Affairs Shahriar Alam has said media professionals must refrain from negative reporting during humanitarian crisis and uphold professionalism in performing their responsibilities. The State Minister was inaugurating the Asia Media Conference 2016, jointly organized by the International Committee of the Red Cross ICRC and the Diplomatic Correspondence Association Bangladesh or DCAB at a city hotel in the capital today. The two-day conference brought together journalists from the 10 countries in the Asia-Pacific region to share their knowledge and thoughts to identify the humanitarian needs and challenges in this region. Shahriar Alam said the humanitarian issues have received special attention in all the recently adopted global architectures, including the 2030 Agenda for the Sustainable Development. He also said the media would remain as one of the key actors in achieving these forward-looking global initiatives by providing information when populations are struggling with humanitarian crises. And now, news on sports. Bangladesh are trailing by 72 runs against England in the first innings at the end of the second day in Chittagong Test. The Tigers scored 221 runs for 5 wickets at the end of the day. Shakib Al Hasan was on the crease with 31 runs while Shafiul Islam was on 0 runs. Tamim Iqbal scored 78 runs while Mahmudullah scored 38 and Mushfiqur Rahim collected 48 runs for Bangladesh in their first innings. Earlier, England started the second day's batting with the overnight score of 258 for 7. The English were all out on 293 runs in the first innings. Mehdi Hassan Miraj took another wicket today and bagged a total of 6 wickets in the debutant first innings. He is the 4th man in Bangladesh cricket history who took 6 wickets in the debutant innings. Naimur Rahman Durjoy, Manjurul Islam and Elias Sani also took 6 wickets in the debut innings, but Miraj bagged this conceding lowest runs.
Good catch. Moving away to his left.
Dhaka Tribune became champion in the BSJC Media Cup cricket tournament, beating Delhi Inkilab by 4 wickets today. At Maulana Bhashani Hockey Stadium, Delhi Inkilab batted first and scored 58 runs. In reply, Dhaka Tribune reached their victory target of 59 runs, losing 2 wickets. BCB's director Mahbub Anam distributed the prizes among the champions and runners-up teams. General Secretary of Athletic Federation Ibrahim Cengiz, patron officials SM Jahid Hassan, sports journalist, communities president Asif Iqbal and General Secretary Shafiqul Islam Shamim were also present on the occasion. Norail Government Girls High School became champions in the Sheikh Russell School table tennis women event in the capital today. In the boys event, Bangladesh Krida Shikha Pratishthan BKSP won the championship title. State Minister for Youth and Sports Dr. Biren Shikdar distributed prizes among the winners. President of Sheikh Russell Krida Chakra Nurul Alam Chaudhary and some other officials of the Table Tennis Federation were present on the occasion. A total of 260 players took part in the 4-day-long tournament. And before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Party of Glorious History, Awami League's 20th National Council begins tomorrow. Enthusiasm among councillors and other partymen as all preparations complete for holding council. Jashut President and Information Minister stresses shunning militants and creating legal structure for their trials. Construction of Bangabandhu first satellite of Bangladesh halfway through, launching on 16 December next year, informed State Minister for Telecommunication. IS attack in Iraq's Kirkuk claims at least 19 lives. And Bangladesh 72 runs behind England at stumps on second day of Chittagong Test.
That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 news. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.